So we're going to switch it up here. We're going to see Jeremy running with his max deck. We're going to be going opposite NEH, and I've heard, again, I haven't seen the deck list for NEH. I've heard this is a little bit different look than what you're used to, so I'm very curious to see what's in this particular build. Also curious to see which version of Max Jeremy is opting to play, which way he goes with this. Seeing Travis play Max to great success earlier, very curious to see what Jeremy's going to do with this. Okay, so it may be like, from what I'm getting tipped off, it may be like Ben's deck that we've seen on stream before, kind of a near pad variety. I don't know if it's just straight horizontal or whether it's playing the dedicated response teams. But I think that's a fun build that I feel like is underplayed in NEH. I mean, obviously, the Fastrobiotics and the Butcher Shot are very powerful. Those are proven decks. Nobody questions how good those are. But I do feel like just the horizontal NEH, it's an underplayed deck. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play because it's just, you can't run everywhere.
Yeah, you can't. You're going to spend all your clicks, and then you're not getting money.
Yeah.
And how are you going to trash all those things?
And I do like in Data and Destiny how they're getting some new good assets that are going to make that deck, I think, better. The one that when you access it, you either give them an agenda point or they take 2 tags, and it's free. I always forget the name of it, but it's basically like Shiku for NBN.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I think
that's going to be a big boost for them
it's an
in
asset?
that deck. It's an asset.
So every time you steal an agenda, what happens?
If you access it, they either have to give you they add it to the corpse area as a score as a point, or they take 2 tags. And
it's
a
trap.
Free. It's basically a trap. I can't remember if it's a trap subtype. I think it is. I'm almost certain. But it's, like, it's I think it is. Yeah, it's like Shiku basically for NBN.
Well,
I think it's
ridiculous.
a really cool card.
Give them a point or take 2 tags?
Or 2.
This tag stuff is insane.
It's real good.
I can't take it anymore.
Ben and I were talking about that. I think that's going to be a really cool update to that near pad deck. Yeah. The fact that they're not having to spend money to get that effect now. So we're shuffling up. Jeremy's looking at his opening hand, seeing if that's what he likes. Let's see what Taun's got. All right, so we have got
Ross is saying it's actually -1 point. I think you give it to the runner.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because GQ is at negative points,
right? That's right. Sorry, I misspoke.
Good job, Ross.
Thank you for the correction.
That's the only right thing you ever did in your life. Way to correct us.
Burn. Not even here to defend himself today.
Where are you, Ross?
Sweeps.
Why aren't you here? Tell me. All right, sweeps, click 1. Seems good. And then install. And then install to draw the card,
okay.
of course.
So let's see what we're working with. I see a retrieval running hands.
Seems good.
All right, let's start looking at let's start turning over some cards. All right.
So we got Deja Short Gamble is going to happen. Probably just saw Liberated. I don't even see his cards.
Yeah.
But, it's there. It's going to saw Liberated or Daily Cast. Do the max.
Do what Max does best. Get some money, draw some cards. All right, let's see what we got. Looking at some options.
Checking the discards.
Okay.
Deja Vu.
Dirty Laundry. Seems fine. Shuffling up. I see Fem, so I do think this is the retrieval run Fem. I'm guessing this is the Siphon build.
This is a pad. Has to read a card.
Yeah, here what I would do is you want to overdraw. You want to get that Fem in the heap so that you can retrieval run next turn. That's key.
Yep.
Okay, Hades Shard. Okay, that's fine. Get that going.
Price for Hades? Wow.
Okay.
Hades in play.
That's
interesting.
I mean, for the Siphon decks, that is definitely one of the win conditions that they go for. I've typically not played it. I mean, Influence is so tight to fit Siphons and Fems and Lucky Finds or whatever you want.
Hades is so good.
Yeah, it's a good
Especially
card.
Out of noise. I get so upset if I let them have it for free.
Yeah, it's tough. So let's see what we got. I am trying to figure out what that card even is. Is that Gutenberg or is that?
I don't recognize this ice.
Yeah. Okay. We have officially been stumped. Tour Guide.
That's why I don't recognize it. I think Tour Guide is personally not a good ice because you can parasite that on the fly.
Yeah.
And it's just a simple end the run.
Interesting.
Is it 2-res code gate, right?
There we go. We got it on screen. Okay.
End the run for each.
2 influence,
it's a Sentry. I don't know about this card. And the run for each res card asset you have. Yeah,
he's going to see it in a horizontal deck.
I know he's got a million assets, but it's 0 strength.
Yeah.
Like, it dies. Yeah. And you're playing Max.
And I can imagine
everyone has a Parasite. I don't like this card.
Inject. Here, I have been recently playing this in Max, and I love it.
So Utopia.
Just everything you draw
Laundry,
is good.
Day Job is good stuff. Eater in the Trash is fine because you're going to retrieval run it anyway.
This is perfect.
Blacklist comes
that's
out.
That's fine. You go trash that. That's totally fine.
Go trash it. Why'd you?
You dirty laundry. You go trash that. You're back in the game.
Why would you res it right now? He can run and trash it like right now. It's in the open.
And he should.
Like
he definitely
that's
should
an insta trash.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did that. It doesn't seem optimal. Good job. Yeah. And he's free to res, but he's told the runner where it is.
Yeah.
This is what you res when they want to do something. Like he's just gonna trash it.
Dirty laundry trash. This is perfect. No tempo lost. You get to play out your hand. So yeah, this is exactly what you want to do.
It seems like a misplay.
That's the thing. I'm curious though whether he has enough ice to actually protect any of these
the best move of that is like he plays retrieval run, res blacklist. You just wasted a retrieval
that's
run.
That's a good point.
Like I don't know.
That's a very good point.
I'm sorry, Ross, if I'm a little harsh. It's I'm mean.
So
okay,
mean.
I'll be nice.
So mean like that.
I'm nice.
Why you gotta hate?
Be nice. I'll be nice.
Here
Ross,
we go. This is what
Ross
you
has scarred me for my life. Yeah, now he played retrieval run. It seems suboptimal. Now he's gonna put out the eater, get a siphon. Do it. Nice. Nom nom siphon. It's so tasty.
Yeah, I don't know if he's sporting siphon in hand yet, but that's why inject is so good. Inject just snowballs you into that next siphon. I've injected so many times and drawn siphon deja vu. It's happened so many times.
I love how thematic like all the inject is as an NR card where you draw these cards, but you may have to lose cards like trashing stuff. Like I think it's one of the most well-designed cards in the game. It is.
Inject is a very powerful card. So we got Eater online. Now it's just a question of we don't have Keyhole yet, but we don't have Rezzed R&D ice. So, let's see if he can just set up at 6 credits. That is not a lot. I think he's going to want to trash the pad campaign at a certain point. But this is the point at which Siphon can take over.
See an NAPD in hand, some other stuff. He installs a card. He's got 2 NAPDs in, actually. Draws a card, draws into a Beal, it looks like. He's getting a little bit flooded. We know at least 3 Ingenas are in there. And then he reses the Turtlebacks. That's horizontal, if I've ever seen it. And then he's got a Ghost Branch or something? No, I think that's that new card.
Okay.
The 3/2 res that gives you the agenda.
Okay.
You get a point if you install. I mean, if you score an agenda, it becomes a point or something. It's a good card.
Turtlebacks is an interesting one.
Yeah. I like Turtlebacks. I'm interested to see what his play here. Like, he really needs to land a second. Yes,
that
is so good here.
Loving it. The card that you want to have.
That is epic.
That
is so epic.
Slow clap for Jeremy.
Yeah, that is great include. I love Hacktivist.
I think a lot lot of people decided
it's so good.
Card,
it's just so good right now. And it can get turned off with a breaking news score. Yeah, that's true. But right now, him raising those assets is going to be rough.
The top decks, RP, HB, NEH.
Yeah, they love assets.
Most of them are a third of their deck is cards that get hit by this.
Actually, I lost a game on this game night kit where I don't want to talk about it. But I didn't know Hacktive was as an additional cost because I hadn't played it in so long. And I thought I could go to 0 cards and be like, oh, I just don't have to discard. I thought it was like you res a card, discard a card. I didn't know it was additional cost.
The first time I did it, I made that mistake too.
Yeah, so that was rough for me. I hate my life.
Oh, man, Hacktivist is good. He better hope. I think Taun better hope that one of these face downs is an agenda because if not, this is going to be Hacktivist will take over the game. Because that's the thing is at that point, you just start running every face down thing. You know he can't res it. So
I agree with everyone in the trash. Tour Guide is terrible. It is 1 credit to break right. I mean, no, it's more than 1 credit to break. But, he's going to Parasite it. There's no way that card is going to stay there and do anything.
Eater is just going to take over.
How do you get the Utopia back? I'm so bad at this game. The Deja Vu back. Why is it on the board? Oh, no, he got it. No. Oh, yeah, he ran. Oh, yeah, it didn't get trashed on the inject. It goes in his hand. And now, you have to trash that new asset. It has to go.
We're getting rid of it?
Yep.
I don't know what he did.
No, I think he's running up. He ran it, and I don't know why. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Something happened. We saw some cards. It was great.
A little confused, but we will see. We're going to get a scouting report on exactly what the heck we just witnessed. But this is the thing. Hacktivist is online. This is the card against this deck. You literally could not put a better card in your deck right now. And unless he's going to be able to sneak one out, I don't imagine, unless he can sneak out like a Sand or something and get something scored, that Hacktivist is going to stick around for a long time. And Taun's entire deck is based on rezzing assets, getting more money from a drip economy. If you can't res anything, he's going to get siphoned to death and just get wrecked. So he's got to figure out a way to deal with this Hacktivist meeting. I love it. Jeremy, a man after my own heart with this deck. So let's see what we got. We're going to. Oh, wow. Hades doing work. Just
Why
sees them all. I think did he hate his shard?
What just
All
happened?
right,
I
I'm
looked down for a
confused.
second.
I thought.
I know. I think Utopia, and he showed him the cards. He played Utopia shard.
Oh.
Why did he show him?
I don't know. I'm confused. Scared and confused. But I do know Hacktivist meeting's still in place, so it's all good.
All right, the people in the chat know better than me what just happened, so
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
As long as they feel comfortable that it is a fine play, then I am good. Oh, we just saw wanton destruction. That Beal is looking mighty tasty right now.
I think what happened is I don't know. No Utopia. I'm confused. I'm gonna have to ask them later.
I would. Well, it doesn't look like he has enough to get through and do the full wanton. So, but that may be a good setup. Okay, yeah, day job. I like that.
Yeah, always day job is fun.
Get some money. Wanton next turn. You'll be fine. Wanton's so good because then they have to draw back up and get a hand reestablished. And if it's points that you put into archives, you're just as happy with that.
Draws a San.
All right, now this is a card that he's got to deal with. He's got to check this card.
And then you might try to sneak out a Beal. I think that's poor.
Yep, so draw a card.
I think he's going to put the Beal in there, or at least the San.
Hostile infrastructure. Okay, interesting.
Gains a credit. Yeah, that turtleback's got to go.
Okay, so
Mills, I've had worse. Deja Vu, draws a card we can't see.
let's see.
Oh, he's got Inject again. So good.
Yeah,
Wanton
just
Destruction.
wanton. This is what you do. You just wreck the hand.
Oh, this is so bad for him. Has to pay 2 to do it. If I'm him, click, draws, discards his
and then
hand.
last click. So
How many
yeah,
credits does he have?
It's a little tough to see. I think he was at Deja.
Pops Hades. Maybe not the best time to do it.
Yeah. All right, so we got an NAPD if he wants it. Looks like he
Has
does.
to pay for it. And then a Beal. He's at how many points?
He is
4
at
points.
4 points.
I think he's at 6
He
because he
is
took
at
an
6.
NAPD
Yes.
earlier. Wow, this game is accelerating.
And this is the thing. He hasn't even seen Siphon number 1 yet. If he sees Siphon, you go Siphon, run the remote. And we know it's a Beal, but still, the Beal doesn't do anything other than shut off Hacktivist meeting temporarily. But he's in trouble if he ever draws the Siphon. Because as we all know, once the first Siphon gets drawn, then you just Deja Vu and same old thing it 10 times. You levy, you get some more Siphons going on, and then you never have money again.
Things about to score out a Beal here, though. Yep, makes
It'll
sense.
turn off Hacktivist, which is
Pretty
definitely
good.
a good thing.
Pretty good.
We need to put we got
Max Mill, Spinal Modem.
Yeah, I played Spinal Modem for a while.
I think it's pretty good.
It is a
Could
card
be pretty
that she
rough in
likes to
Dad and
have.
Destiny, though.
It is. That's why I cut it.
A lot of traces.
In anticipation of exactly what was coming. So let's see. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
see
agree.
what Jeremy drew.
He should have res something though when he when he did the the Wonton. You could just res his assets as additional cost, lose some of his cards. But then
that's
he's the runner's not wasting his clicks.
Yeah.
So
We have
not wasting,
Keyhole.
using clicks. He's using his clicks.
Yeah, I think this is keyhole
Oh
time.
yeah,
I
that's gonna be
agree.
pretty rough. There's nothing he can res that's in danger. He has like very few little money. This is gonna be the game probably.
Yeah, all he needs is
But
one
it actually,
hit.
I don't know. Like you obviously have to res both your ice, but it's gonna be rough. Oh,
there's
Siphon's coming
Siphon.
in. Oh, all the cards.
This is why you play this deck, boys and girls. Siphon and keyhole.
Dang.
And you've got Amir, what's his name, guarding HQ.
Tour guide. The rough part here is he's used his Hades, so he can't Hades to get to archives.
Yeah.
So he's going to mill a lot, but that archives ice, whatever it is, can keep him out. The score is 6-2, Myth. I think I don't know if it's on your screen. It's on our screen.
Yeah. We've got an NAPD that's buried under.
Oh, yeah, it's 6-3. You are correct because he scored that asset, apparently.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he scored the asset. Good job, Myth.
That's right. All right.
Yeah. Turtlebacks doing work.
Yeah, but we got a Siphon coming, unless he can ice up.
And another asset for Turtlebacks. I'm surprised he's not. I mean, there's nothing. I guess there's no ice that keeps him out.
At this point, you go count Siphon and then just keyhole for the win. That's basically what this turn needs to look like.
Maybe he doesn't run Parasite. That tour guy might do work.
Is it for every resed asset?
Yeah,
or
every
is it-
res
okay.
asset. So it's got 2 subroutines. Click 1.
I'm fine with that because if you siphon, even if he reses these assets in response, then he's broke.
He doesn't have that much money. I mean, he's got 9 credits. He's going to have to res a lot of them.
Yeah. So he's going to check something. Yeah, he'll check one of the 2. I'm fine with that to get some money so the siphon, so he makes sure it lands.
Oh, it's another one of those points
That's
that
fine.
you can get.
He just needs to make sure that siphon can land.
Franchise City.
All right, so we have 5. Click 2, we need a siphon. He's looking at it. Do it. Pull that trigger. Get all that money. There we go. Because even if he goes down, even if he tries to spend off his money so he doesn't get full value off the siphon, then you just keyhole
Yeah,
R&D
makes your
and you
keyholes
take
better.
over. All right, so we were making a decision. Are we just going to lose monies? Okay, so we're going to res hostile. That's fine.
Hostile infrastructure. Interesting. How
That's
much
fine.
influence is that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Turtlebacks.
Yeah, that's fine. Even if he spends down, I mean, I get that having hostile and keyhole, I would still just continue to keyhole. You're going to draw more cards that are going to die, and if you're on game point and you know he can't res any of his ice that's protecting archives, I would try to win it here. Just keyhole, C3 cards, and then run archives for the win. Hostile is not going to lose the game. Especially when he does, if he has recursion in hand, or if he has recursion, he can just wait and follow up with the siphon next turn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried about damage or
I
anything
wouldn't
here.
either.
You need
That's-
one agenda to win this game.
Tour guide number 2. That's fine. He can bounce if he doesn't want to spend all his money.
Yeah, I would bounce here. Wait till you have a better opening.
Yeah, he's got the same old thing. Set up the siphon next turn, make him go broke. This is one of the reasons I do play Parasite in this max deck, because you have, whether it's pop-up, I mean, Tour Guide's not one you always expect to see, but whether it's pop-up, whether it's pup, it just gets it off the board, because Keyhole is a card that takes over when R&D is just wide open. The more you have to pay to get in, it's hard to continuously Keyhole, but, you know, I think we'll see if he's playing it or not, but I still don't know that it's going to be enough to totally keep him out.
Lays down the same old thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. He's seeing whether or not Taun's actually going to trash now that he's got tags.
Asset comes in, gains $2. Or not asset, just remote comes in. He's got an Astro in hand. Well, it looks like an Enigma in the sweeps.
Yep.
Could be a Quandary. They're both kind of like that bluish color.
So we see sweeps.
Stalls in the remote.
All right, so what do we
Sure
get?
gamble.
Sure gamble.
Yeah, that's one of the things about the Eater builds. Like, their wastes against remote sometimes are very limited.
It's true. All right, so sure gamble. I can't see the credit count, but
Well, we don't know if he doesn't have Parasite. He just may have not drawn it yet. Someone in the chat.
I do think you want to siphon here. I mean, he's at 4. Even if he goes to 0, I think this is something where you can then walk into the remote on click 4, and I think that is a strong play.
Yeah, I think the remote here probably is a bluff, but you may want to do it. He's going same old thing. Siphon. No, not siphon. Something retrieval run.
Oh, Fem?
Fem.
Well, I don't know that. I mean, Fem's not going to do anything over Eater, really. I would just siphon and then run the remote if that's where he's going to put it.
That's interesting. And one of those could be a blacklist.
Yeah.
It turns
No,
off
that's a
retrieval
good
run.
point.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting choice because, I mean, there's going to become a point where Taun just can't keep up on from a money standpoint. If you just keep siphoning him down, you're going to cycle through your deck again, assuming I haven't seen the levy get milled. But at this point, this is where you can just chain siphon to siphon, and once he's ready, once he's got enough money to continuously keyhole.
No res on the archives.
Interesting.
Gets a fem.
So what are we femming? I mean, it's not going to do any good on the tour guide.
And I think he's deciding if he wants to res. He's just putting the fem out there.
Okay.
Or something happened. Not sure what's going on.
I'm not sure if he's deciding.
They're talking to each other.
Okay. Okay, deciding whether he wants to res the archives ice, because that's the problem. Is if you do,
doesn't res.
all right,
Fem's there.
Interesting play. I mean, you could have gone the siphon route. You could go this route. I mean, if he wants to lock it down for
Res his
future
pad.
turns.
And then runs into this tour guide. We're going
All the tour
hardcore
guides.
in
All
tour
of them.
guides. Fem's no good here.
All of them.
And he wins the game,
All
though,
right.
because he gets the bypass.
There we go. Tour guide doing what it can. Doing what it can. But not enough in this
Yeah.
case.
Gotta ask about that parasite situation.
Now, enjoyed watching this Max build. Different look at NEH. This is not one we get to see all the time, so fun to watch these two go off against each other. And we'll try and get them both in for an interview,
Yeah.
and we'll check out standings because we are very close to round 5. Want to give a shout out to all of our great sponsors again, and all of the artists who have supported the music on this stream. I've been really enjoying listening to their work all throughout all of the different SMC events. Just to remind you, we've got Giga-bites Cafe in Marietta, Georgia that's been hosting us. PeachHack, who Ben and team that are bringing you all the amazing videos that you are used to, both the streams and the YouTube channel. StimHack, fantastic website, has tons of content, whether it's in the forums or whether it's the articles that are published. Impudent Mortal sponsored that amazing trophy that you saw earlier that Ahmed hosted, that he put up, that we were all fighting for tomorrow. And then Wormwood Gaming supplied that amazing deck box that we will be giving to the winner tomorrow. So thank you so much to our sponsors. If you like the music you're hearing, check down below in the Twitch stream. You can see links to all of the artists there. We really appreciate them supporting all of our streams throughout, making them look and sound as good as they possibly can. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to line everybody up for an interview, and we will be back shortly. Stick with us.